Hi students, hope you all are fine. Okay, let us start this academic year with our chapter 11 in your textbook, that is page number 95, chapter 11, 11th chapter, that is ratio. So, when we talk about ratio, it is clearly something related to comparison. So let me tell you what is comparison. Okay. Comparing things. For example, we will tell that 2 is greater than 1 or 5 is less than 10. 6 is less than 12. In all these cases, what do? We do compare things, right? We are trying to compare two numbers. So we use other things also, like we can tell, like with your friends you can compare. So you tell he is taller than him. For example, Mohit is taller than Sanjay. So how do we tell that? You just look at their height and you tell that. You are not looking at one person's height and other person's weight, right? You look at both of them's height and you tell that one of them is taller than other one. Okay, that is how you compare things. Now, in comparison, you have comparing two things. We do compare many things, right? In comparing, we have two methods of comparison. That is, one is comparison by subtraction method. We use subtraction method. So now let me explain you what is subtraction method. In subtraction method, just I will take an example and explain it to you. Example. Let me consider Pooja's age is 15 and Rachana's age is 10. So, if Pooja's age is 15, Rachana's age is 10. How can I compare them? Here we can use the subtraction method. I can do 15 minus 10. So what do I get here? 5. So I can clearly compare and tell Pooja is 5 years older than Rachana. Is it clear to you? Pooja is 5 years older than Rachana. So this is how I can compare. So this is how we do the subtraction method. Okay. So one more example. Let the weight of an object, let me take object as A. Let the weight of the object A be 40 kg. Let the weight of object B is 60 kg. So how do I compare? I can tell that weight of, I can subtract them. 60 minus 40, that is equal to 20 kg. So I can clearly tell that either weight of A is 20 kg less than B, or weight of B is 20 kg more than A. Is it clear? So, similarly here also I can tell, okay. In this case also, we can compare the same way. Pooja is 5 years older than Rachana, or Rachana is 5 years younger than Pooja. Okay. You can use any of comparison. Similarly, I initially explained about numbers. I was telling 5 is less than 10, or I can tell 10 is more than 5, or 10 is greater than 5. Okay. It's a clear way to explain it. So, this is how we do the subtraction method. Okay, comparison by subtraction method. Now, let me explain you comparison by division method. Here we do the division method. Let me check what is division method. So, in this method, we come to know how many times is one quantity of the other. Okay, here we will compare number of times. How many times? Number of times. Okay. So that is how we do. In the previous case, we used to older than, higher than, greater than, larger than, lesser than. These are the things we use. That is for comparison by subtraction method. For comparison by division method, we just use how many times. For example, let a father's age be father's age be 40. Father's age be 40. Son's age be 10. So how can I compare them? So in this case I am using division method. So in the division method, let me do father's age by son's age. Father's age by son's age, that is equal to 40 by 10 equals to 4. So I can clearly tell father's ages is 4 times of his son's age. So comparison by division means you have to divide the quantities and compare them. Comparison by subtraction means you need to subtract the quantity and compare them. Hope it's clear to all of you. Okay. Now let me come to the exact word ratio. What is a ratio? Okay. Initially we explained about comparison. Now let me explain you what is ratio. Ratio. Okay. Relation of two quantities, both of the same kind. Let me just tell you the definition of that. Relation of two quantities, both of the same kind and same unit, obtained on dividing one quantity by other is called a ratio. So what is that? Relation of two quantities. Just remember what is the condition for that? Same kind and same unit. Both of same kind and same unit. Do not forget about that. Unit and it should be of same kind. So I'll explain you about it. Obtained on. How do we obtain the ratio? Obtained on dividing one quantity by the other is called their ratio. What is ratio? Go through this definition. Relation of two quantity. It is relation of two quantities, same kind and same unit. So if we are comparing a height of two people, both should be height. We cannot compare height of a person with weight of a person. Then the unit changes, right? Height can be in centimeter of meter. Weight will be in kg. So how can we compare them? So if you are comparing height of two people, both the height should be compared or both of them's weight should be compared. That's how we do. Obtained on dividing one quantity by the other is called as ratio. Okay. Now let me check. What is the next thing I need to tell you about ratio? The ratio of two quantities. You now know what is ratio. But how do we represent it? The ratio of two quantities x and y. So I am comparing. Let me take. Okay. I don't think it's clear to you. So I'll just make a little darker. Okay. Let ratio of two quantities the ratio of two quantities x and y. Okay, let us take two quantities as x and y. Okay, let me take x and y as two quantities, both of same kind and both same unit. If it's of same unit only, you can compare it, you can take it as a ratio. This will be, the ratio will be written as x by y, or often we write it like this. Ratio means x is to y. This is called as either x is to y, you can read it like this, or x to y. Whichever you are comfortable, you can use it. Either x is to y or x to y. So you can division, you are getting it by division. First you divide it x by y, then you get the ratio of that. Then you finally write it as x is to y. When you write it like this, it is called as x is to y. Okay. Hope it's clear. Okay. Now just go through your page number 96 in your textbook. I'll just explain you few rules given there. Okay. Meaning of the two quantities of the same kind and same unit. Okay. Just as I was explaining you earlier, what is the meaning of that? If one quantity is length, the other must also be length. I already explained you earlier that. I just told you if one is height, the other one also height should be compared. So length, then other quantity also should be length. If one quantity represents the mass, other should be mass. Now what is mass? You know, it is taken in kg. The weight, you mean the mass is weight. Okay. So ratio between unlike quantities has no meaning. So what is that? Finally you get ratio between unlike quantity has no meaning. Okay. So what is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of that sentence? Okay. Unlike quantity, I am telling that Rohan's height is 150 centimeter. Kirtan's weight is 45 kg. So here you see, this is in centimeter and this is in kg. So you cannot compare them. So this, you cannot take the ratio between them. So instead of this, if Kirtan's height was given, you could compare them. So this is the meaning of both quantity must be of same kind and same time. Now both quantity of same unit means again first one is same kind, and first rule is given in your page number 96 as same kind. Same kind means if length is taken, length should be taken. Height is taken, height should be taken. Weight is taken, weight should be taken. That's the first rule. What is the second rule? Second rule is both the quantity must be in the same unit. Same unit. Okay. What's the meaning of same unit? Same unit means if I am considering length of two objects. For example, I am considering length of two objects. And the length of object, let the objects be object A and object B. Length of object A, that is length is given as, object A is taken as 60 centimeter and object B is taken as 1 meter. So in this case, what happens? Here you have centimeter, here you have meter. So you cannot take the ratio. Either you need to convert the 60 centimeter as meter, or 1 meter should be converted to centimeter. So how do we convert? You know that. Okay. 1 centimeter, 1 meter is equal to how much? 1 meter will be equal to 100 centimeter. So again by multiplying or dividing, you have to convert one of them and make both the units equal. Only then you can solve the problems based on that. Hope it's clearly clear to you all. Okay. Now, so you understood what is a ratio, how do we represent it? So tell me, it is x is to y. So your x will be your first term and y will be your second term. X is your first term and y is your second term. If x is first term, what is that first term called as? So your first term is called as antecedent and your second term will be called as consequent. It is consequent. So first term is always, first term in the ratio is called as antecedent and second term is called as consequent. Hope it's clear to all. Now, how do we find the ratio of two numbers? For example, let me take, I need to find the ratio of 60 and 40. Okay. So I'll do how? 60 by 40. So zeros is getting cancelled. 3 2s are 2 2s are. So finally I'll get 3 by 2. How do we write it as a ratio? 3 is to 2. So this is how you write 60 and 40. 60 by 40, that is equal to, finally get 3 by 2. Then finally your final answer should be written as the ratio form. This is to form. So in this, what is 3? 3 is the antecedent. It's a first term. Antecedent. And 2 is the consequent. Okay, hope it's clear to all. So this is how you compare. So whenever you have to compare the ratios, what do? We have to divide. You have done your fraction, simplification of fractions in your previous class. That's in your 5th standard. Similar way we are doing the ratio. So we compare it, we simplify it, and you need to make it in the simplest form, and that will be written. So now if you see, here we got 60 by 40. I could even write as 6 by 4. That's not right. I need to make sure that further I cannot divide the numerator and the denominator, such that I need to make the numerator and denominator. Finally, I should get it in this form. Okay. So it is the most simplest form should be written. That is the ratio. Hope it is very much clear to you all. Okay. Now let me start with our exercise 11a. We will be doing few questions in this exercise. Okay. Rest of them can be done as homework. So let me see. Exercise 11a. Let us see the first question. Okay. Hope all of you have your textbook with you. So when you are going through this video, keep your book open. So it will be more helpful for you. Okay. You can see more examples in your textbook. And your exercise 11 is your page number 100. Okay. So let me start with the first exercise. First question in that, what is given there? Express each of the following ratios in the simplest form. So the first question is given as 4:6. So whenever you get a question, you need to check whether it has a unit or directly it's given. It's given directly, you don't have to worry. If it has a unit, you need to change it, then make the units equal and do it. Okay. So 4:6 directly, let me do it. 4 by 6. So 2 2s are 2 3s are. It's similar to the previous example question. I have done it for you. 2 by 3. So simplest form. So let me write as 2:3. This is how you write. Okay. Now second and third, you have the similar ones. You can directly do that. But I'll do the second question also for you. Second one, 48:54. How do we do? 48 by 54 divide by 2, 24, 27. 24 and 27 again. Let me rewrite that. 24 by 27. So 8, no, 3 will go. 3 will go 8 times, 3 will go 9 times. So just have a look at this 8 and 9. Is there any common factors for this? No, only one is there. So your answer remains as 8:9. Now let me do the first question is over. You have one more that you can try doing it yourself. That is 200. Try it yourself, all of you, in your classwork. 200:250 and try finding the answer. Divide them. Do it in the simplest form and find the answer. Now the second B question in that. What is given? Here units are given. 5 kg is to 800 gram. So what happens here? Here you have, here see, here it's kg and here it's gram. Either you need to convert this into gram or this into kg. So better to change this 5 kg into gram. How can we compare it? Change it. 5 kg equals to kg to gram. How do you convert? 1, that is 1000 gram. So 5 into 1000 gram, that is equal to 5000 gram. So now we got 5000 gram is to 800 gram. So that is equal to 5000 by 800. Cancel the zeros. Here you have 8. So 2 4s are 2 into 25. Just have a look further. You have anything common? No. So write 25 by 4. That is equal to 25:4. This will be your final answer. This is your final answer. 25 by 4. Hope it's clear. Now let me do one more question and stop the section with that. 3 minute and third question I'm doing. Okay. 3 minute and 3 meter and 90 centimeter. Okay. 3 meter and 90 centimeter. Meter to centimeter. How do you convert? 3 meter equals to 3 into 100, that is equal to 300 centimeter. So we have 300 by 90. 3 3s are 3 10s are. So you get 10 by 3. So finally I can write as 10 is to 3. Okay. I will be doing one more question from this section. Then we will continue the rest of them in the next class. Okay. Let me do the fifth sub question. This is something little different. That's why 1 hour equals to 45 minutes. 1 hour is equal to 45 minutes. So hour to minutes conversion, 1 hour equals to 60 minutes. It's easy. So how do you take it? 60 minute is to 45 minute. So 60 by 45, 15. 15 4s are, 15 3s are. So I can write 4 is to 3. So we get the answer as 4 is to 3. So children, go through till whatever I have taught you and complete your 11A first question. You have A and B sub questions in that. Complete the other questions from that before your next class. Hope ratio is clear to you all. So this is starting of it. Further, the word problems and the other problems we'll be doing in your next section. Thank you, students.